Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Frenzy Gamer here, and today I'm actually going to do the Q&A episode, and basically, 3 people in total actually submitted questions to me, and pretty much I'm getting them through either the laptop, which is on Facebook, I got my phone, which actually got a question from Instagram, and also my laptop, I also have a YouTube, from one of my subscribers actually did comment on the video saying, asking me a certain question. And basically, without further ado, guys, let's actually get started with the Q&A. Alright, so the first question actually comes from The Real Caution, and he actually asked me to do, if I can actually name 5 YouTubers that I really love as in my top 5. He said top 5 or 10 YouTubers. And so basically, I really will have a long list, but if I was to name, each of them sort of like a top 5, I think top 5 will be easiest for me, so I'll just blur it out here. I have Jacksepticeye, I have, I Hate Everything, I have Funhouse, Grade A, Under A, and The Odd Ones Out. Those will be my top 5. Now if you don't know who these are, Jacksepticeye, he's a gaming YouTuber. I Hate Everything is more of a personal, he's like a personal critique type of YouTuber. Funhouse, it's a gaming YouTuber group who used to be with Machinima Inside Gaming. Grade A Under A is actually kind of like a comedian vlogger or so, and I wouldn't really pronounce them as vloggers. I will just say they just post like funny content. And The Odd Ones Out, this guy is a comic writer, and I think a lot of people would know The Odd Ones Out if you've seen memes or comics or like I think in Night Funny. I think there's some of his stuff in there, and I really enjoy this guy's stuff. So if those are my top 5 YouTubers that are in my list. I know there's a bunch more that I probably would like even more, but that's just for me right on top of my head. Alright, so next question actually comes from my friend Robert, and he asked, Q&A for a question for your channel. You talked about college in your videos and how you're taking time to do that, but do you think you'll have more time to film your videos for your channel or less? Basically he was saying if you have more time. I'm thinking he's saying that if you have, let's say if you weren't doing it, let's say if you finish your college applications and everything, but you think you have more time or less time to make videos. Also, what is your favorite RPG adventurous game? So, basically, my most favorite RPG adventure game has to be Kingdom Hearts. That's your first answer right there. Basically because Kingdom Hearts really was a series that I really did enjoy a lot. It had great story, great character, and also awesome gameplay. I just enjoy the game so much. I will literally play that thing again, but my PlayStation, I'm not even sure what's wrong with it. I think it's just a cord. The power cord isn't working well. Honestly, how did I find Kingdom Hearts really was more the fact that my sister showed me when I went to the flea market. Basically, my sister actually picked up this game. She's like, oh my god, look at this game looks pretty nice. And she showed me how there was like a lot of Disney characters. She knew that I love Disney a lot. So basically, I was like, okay, so I bought the game for like $20 or so, and literally was the best $20 I ever spent. This game really was up to its standards. It was super fast paced. It had a lot of great bosses, a lot of great stories. I think the bosses that I couldn't defeat during that game really was Sephiroth, which I really don't know why I couldn't beat that one. He was too easy. And I think it was Zigbar, which I believe, if I'm correct about the name and also the boss, this is the guy who has basically like dual laser guns, and he was just so annoying because of the fact that he could attack everything from range, and I was like, I don't even know why I couldn't even beat this guy. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts has to be my most favorite game of all time and also for an RPG adventurous game. They're actually coming with Kingdom Hearts 3, which apparently is going to be open world, which I'm super excited for. I can't wait for it. And yeah, pretty much that's my favorite game right there. So on the applications part, so let's say I did finish my applications. I think I may have more time to make videos, but then again, I'm like, it might be during that time I might be focusing a lot more on schoolwork in the future to the point to where I'm just like, you know what, I need some breaks. So all of a sudden, like, I just stopped making videos again. Typically, I think it was more of a school issue, but it was also because of the fact, since I was going through a rejection, it also had to deal with that, because when I went through the rejection, which I'm still kind of going through right now, it just seems to be a lot weaker than it was the first day that I got it. Basically what happened was like, oh, I want to make a video, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, nah, I'm not feeling it today. And typically what happens is that I tend to overthink everything that has just happened, like from everything that, you know, from the status of our friendship to, like, you know, what could have been and everything. I started to overthink it so much to the point where I'm just like so depressed, and I'm just like, man, I just need someone to talk to, and like I just kind of didn't have the mood to make videos at all. And so basically, one of the best advice that have come from many people is move on. Don't think about it. At least try not to. And you know, try focusing yourself on other things right now, because typically what happens is that you're eventually gonna get over it, but it really just depends how long you're gonna how long it's gonna take you to get over it. And for me, it takes a pretty good time, a few months typically. And I think if I'm doing what I'm doing right now with making videos and focusing on other things, maybe I might get over it like around like maybe, I don't know. It'll be faster though than what I typically go through. And I'm still good friends with her, actually. I'm still good friends with her, and I hope that, you know, we're gonna be like even closer because of all this. And maybe we'll make more memories together as friends, because honestly, I haven't talked to her in like the longest, really. When, like, in comparison to school years, I do talk to her this year a lot, but, you know, in comparison to school years, I basically haven't talked to her for like somewhat of like all of junior year, basically. So like, I really do want to make a lot of good memories with her and all that, because she's a really special person to me. But yeah, basically, I think really what's been affecting me has to do with the rejection and also schoolwork, because those are the two main things that really have affected me with my videos. Alright, so the last question comes from my friend Aldair, and he actually asked a bunch of questions. Now, I won't be answering all of them, Aldair, because for some of them, either I don't know much about them, or some of them I just don't want to answer at all. So basically, the questions I do want to answer, though, is what is the meaning of life? Honestly, I think the meaning of life has to do with how you see it, how you want to achieve it. It really all depends on you. The meaning of life really is what you desire, and how much steps are you going to take to get to that desire. Will you take a risk? Because, you know, risk really does make an interesting story. And also, sometimes, to get what you desire, you have to risk things. So really, if you want to know what the meaning of life is, in my opinion, it really has to do on how you make your life. The meaning of life really is on how you make your life the best as it can be. What's 2 plus 2? 4. Why did Trump win the election? You know, you just have to get me there, right? I got you. I got you. I got you. I don't like Hillary either, but I don't like Trump. You either get a crooked person or a big idiot. I mean, I would just went third party either way. Because why not, folks? Why not? Why not vote for me? Why not let me win? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Honestly, I'm just playing, but still, honestly, the reason why I would think Trump will win is partly because no one liked Hillary, really. I think, really, it had to deal with the Electoral College party just didn't like Hillary at all. I really just don't like either or of them. I wouldn't like either or to be president. Even if Hillary won, I would have just been like, I would probably be afraid. With Trump, I'll just be pissed off, but with Hillary, I'll be afraid as fuck. It's like dictatorship 2.0. But yeah, I honestly, I think the only reason probably why Trump will win is probably because of the fact that maybe they just wanted like drastic change. Maybe they wanted like one house control. And in my opinion, I think when you have a majority house control, a lot of things will get. If it's like your house, like basically if you have a Republican controlled office, I think a lot of things will get passed. But if you have like a really divided Congress or so, to where like it just seems so evenly matched, nothing's gonna get passed. So I think that's the only reason probably why Trump won, is because of the fact that it was going to likely be a Republican control over the government. But really, honestly, I don't like the guy, but maybe this president can prove me wrong. He's not president yet; he's a presidential elect. But maybe he'll prove me wrong. Maybe he'll actually do great things. Who knows? But that only time can tell. Alright, so the last question actually comes from Alder, and like his last question, and basically it's about why is it that you can't get the girl you want? So pretty much there are many reasons for that. Honestly, I think one of the top reasons will probably be because of the fact, for one, they really just care a lot about your friendship. And pretty much one of the things about friendship is that if they're really that special to you as a friend, they're really not going to be willing to risk like a relationship if they know that with the relationship, if something goes wrong, so does the friendship, and with that, it's 2 times worse. And I feel like with a lot of girls that I have asked out, they really did care a lot about the friendship. So pretty much they just didn't want to risk anything with the friendship because they already see that super special. Because the thing about friendship is that if they're really, for like a guy and girl, if it's special, you already know that type of friendship will, like for me, I'm pretty sure, like with the type of friendship, because I'm always there for people, and I think a lot of the friends I have that I have asked out with, they really did like the fact that I was always there for them, and they just didn't, I don't think they just wanted to, I think they just didn't want to let that go in any type of way. And with that in mind, it's like, because with friends, they're going to be the ones who are going to be there for you from any type of reason, really. Either to have fun, or maybe to like talk about personal problems, or like and get advice. There's a lot of things. And honestly, I just feel like if there are the type of people who the girl will know that if something does go wrong, they're gonna be the ones that the guy that's friends with the girl is gonna be the one that is always gonna be able to allow her to cry on his shoulder and talk about it, and the guy will listen, and that fact that he will just be able to give them any type of advice, no matter how small it might be, just to show that they do care a lot about them, and that they are also going to be there for them. I think really with friendships like that, I think the girl will most likely want you to stay as a friend, because they really do care a lot about the friendship, and they don't want anything to be ruined just from a relationship. Because really, when it comes to if something does happen in the relationship, it's 2 times as worse, because not only are you losing the relationship, but you're also losing the friendship, and you just don't want to risk that. Another reason might be because maybe you're not their type, and honestly, I feel like a lot of the girls as well that I believe that I've asked out, maybe they wanted to say that I wasn't their type, but they just didn't want to say it because they don't want my feelings to get hurt. That's why they sort of like sugarcoat it and stuff. And yeah, it's understandable. Like this is wholly understandable. It's just like something like you don't want to hear that. Like no one wants to hear that, because it really does offend someone. It really hurts them really hard in the heart. And what they don't want is like for us to despise them. And I think that's another reason as well. The third reason is probably because of the fact that they don't want to risk the friendship at all, because since the friendship is too special, they don't want to risk losing that along with the relationship. And honestly, for that one's also understandable, because But like if you are going through either the route of not wanting to risk the friendship or anything and show that you care, at least try to show that you care after that. Don't try to make it all awkward and everything, because honestly, if the guy is really trying to get you back to how things used to be, then try yourself too. Show that you do care about the friendship. You know, don't just kind of like stay around there, let the guy do all the work, and you know, all of a sudden, like, you know, all of a sudden he just loses all hope. Because typically people have limits for when they try for someone, and if you tend to wait longer and longer to show nothing, then most likely the guy would just lose faith in you, and you lose the friendship either way. The person that you like will probably just lose the friendship either way if you don't show that you care. And I think that's one of the main problems that we have when it comes to like things like this. And then finally, it might be because they just don't care. And if they don't care about it, and you've been crying about it for so long, you've been so depressed about it, you've been thinking about, you know, what can I do to make them better? Just stop. Because honestly, there's nothing you can do. Because it's not worth it. If they don't care about who you are as a person, then there is no reason you should try for them. They can honestly just go fuck themselves. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. And honestly, I think really the issue with that I have is, why would you try for someone that doesn't care? I mean, honestly, you want it to be true love, right? Then in order for it to be true love, it has to be with someone that likes you for who you are as a person, not for what you have. You know, someone that you can actually really respect, someone that you can accept their bad sides to. And that's pretty much it for that one. Well guys, that's it for the Q&A video. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I really enjoyed like answering these questions and answering these questions that you have for me. I hope that next time when I do another Q&A, there's more participants, because I want to see more questions from different people and their different points of view for these questions. And honestly, I really did enjoy doing them. The last one really did get to me a lot, because it really had to I really had to think about, like, you know, what could be the certain reasons. Like for me, for all the relationships, not all the relationships, but all the people I asked out, I think the main reasons why I just couldn't have them is because they cared a lot about the friendship, and also because of the fact, like, you know, they just didn't feel the same way. But mostly just because they care a lot about the friendship. But you know, that one really did make me think a lot, because of the fact that I am going through recent rejection. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking, like, you know, maybe I'm thinking things like a wrong way. Maybe it's because, like, she really did care a lot about our friendship, like a lot, and I just don't see it. And typically it's because she's not the type of person who will probably show a lot of her emotions to people, or, like, you know, express herself a lot. But, you know, I understand. That's just the way she is, and I respect her a lot for it. Because, you know, the fact that she still cares. But basically, enough of that. I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. And if you can, please like and subscribe to this channel if you actually want to. Hopefully you can, because, you know, I will love you forever. And and as always, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's not Thanksgiving anymore, but just to say happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys really did have good meals. I hope you guys really are thankful for something. And for me, I'm thankful for my family, all the great friends I have, and also God. And pretty much, if you guys ever feel down and everything, don't worry about it for right now. Like, you know, just stay focused on what you're doing, because eventually life will go on, and once life does go on, there's going to be a better day somewhere. And eventually, all we're looking for is true happiness. And eventually we will find it. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and please support the channel if you can. And as always, when it comes to the Q&A video, I will be announcing another one. Probably during, like, you know, when I do another update video, or maybe just a random gameplay video in general. But I'll let you guys know. And as always, peace.